Welcome to Dolphin Dive Daily, your go-to spot for everything Miami Dolphins. If you bleed aqua and orange, hit that subscribe button and join the pod. The Miami Dolphins have quietly bolstered their backfield depth by signing running back Jeff Wilson to their practice squad, marking a familiar return for the versatile runner. Wilson isn't new to the Dolphins system. He first joined the team during the midpoint of the 2022 season, quickly establishing himself as a reliable rotational piece. Over the course of his tenure with Miami, Wilson has appeared in 27 games, starting one, while accumulating 3 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown, demonstrating his ability to contribute in multiple facets of the offense. His experience is particularly valuable given the team's current situation at running back, where injuries and uncertain availability have created an immediate need for dependable depth. Wilson's familiarity with the playbook, coupled with his prior work under head coach Mike McDaniel in both San Francisco and Miami, positions him as a pragmatic choice for the Dolphins' practice squad and potentially an active role in Week 1. The Dolphins' running back room has faced turbulence heading into the regular season, primarily due to injuries that have complicated roster decisions. Starter Devon Achane is nursing a calf injury, which, while not expected to sideline him for Week 1, still raises concerns about his early season readiness. Meanwhile, rookie Jalen Wright is confirmed to miss the opening game entirely, leaving Miami in search of additional veteran presence to support the backfield rotation. Rookie Ollie Gordon has shown flashes of promise during training camp, impressing coaches with his speed and versatility, yet relying solely on an untested rookie for meaningful snaps is a risk the Dolphins cannot afford. Enter Jeff Wilson, whose knowledge of the offense and prior experience with McDaniel makes him an ideal insurance policy. His signing addresses both immediate injury concerns and provides the team with a reliable veteran option should the backfield need to adapt quickly in the first weeks of the season. Wilson's career trajectory reflects a player who thrives on familiarity and system knowledge, 2 traits that make him especially valuable for a team navigating early season injuries. Having played under Mike McDaniel in San Francisco before their time together in Miami, Wilson already understands the nuances of the coach's offensive scheme, from blocking assignments to timing patterns in the passing game. This continuity allows him to seamlessly integrate into practice and game situations without a steep learning curve. Miami's front office, led by Chris Grier, has openly acknowledged the need to add depth at running back, signaling that Wilson's arrival is part of a broader strategy to safeguard against unexpected absences. With only one fully healthy rookie in Gordon, the Dolphins require veterans who can step in immediately, contribute on special teams, and execute in critical situations. Wilson's prior contributions in 27 games give coaches confidence that he can fill this role efficiently and reliably. In terms of performance, Wilson's statistics may not jump off the page, but his impact extends beyond mere numbers. With 3 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown across his Dolphins career, he has demonstrated the ability to find the end zone and contribute in high-pressure scenarios. His role has often been situational, providing relief for starters, yet he has consistently displayed professionalism, understanding the importance of preparation, patience, and execution in a demanding NFL environment. This makes him a perfect candidate for a practice squad promotion that carries the potential for immediate game day activation. The Dolphins are entering a season where depth, versatility, and adaptability are paramount, and Wilson embodies all 3 traits. His presence reassures the coaching staff that, even if injuries continue to affect the backfield, they have a capable and knowledgeable player ready to step in without hesitation. Beyond the practicalities of depth, Wilson's signing sends a clear message to both teammates and opponents that the Dolphins are prepared to address vulnerabilities in their running back room. In the high-stakes environment of the NFL, where early season injuries can derail a team's momentum, securing a player of Wilson's caliber is not just about on-field contribution, but also about maintaining locker room confidence. Veterans like Wilson bring leadership, experience, and a professional approach to training and preparation, which benefits rookies and less experienced players such as Ollie Gordon. His presence ensures that practices remain competitive and that younger players are constantly challenged, preventing complacency and fostering growth. The Dolphins, aware of the delicate balance between managing injuries and maintaining team chemistry, have effectively addressed both aspects by adding Wilson, a player who fits seamlessly into the locker room culture while remaining ready for immediate action if Week 1 unfolds unpredictably. Chris Greer's recent comments at a media session highlighted the team's strategy of strengthening the practice squad with additional running backs, and Wilson is the first tangible outcome of that plan. While speculation surrounds the possible return of players like Mike Boone or Aaron Shamklin, Wilson's signing represents a calculated decision that combines experience, system familiarity, and immediate availability. For Miami, the practice squad is not merely a holding area for players, but a strategic tool to ensure roster flexibility and readiness. With key contributors like Achane and Wright dealing with injuries, having a veteran like Wilson on standby allows the coaching staff to approach game planning with confidence, knowing that the team can adjust on short notice without compromising offensive execution. His role, while initially behind the scenes, has significant implications for Miami's preparation, adaptability, and ability to navigate early season challenges successfully. From a tactical standpoint, Wilson provides the Dolphins with multiple options in their offensive scheme. His dual threat capability, able to contribute as both a runner and a receiver out of the backfield, enhances play-calling flexibility. In situations where defenses anticipate pass-heavy approaches due to injured starters, Wilson can be deployed to create mismatches, exploit zones in coverage, and sustain drives with consistent yardage gains. His knowledge of McDaniel's system ensures that he can execute complex assignments, such as zone reads, screen passes, and blocking adjustments, without hesitation. This level of preparedness allows the coaching staff to maintain continuity in offensive philosophy despite personnel challenges. In a league where injuries are inevitable and depth is often the difference between winning and losing early games, Wilson's skill set and experience make him an invaluable safety net that strengthens both the offense's tactical options and the team's overall resilience heading into the season. For Miami fans, the return of Jeff Wilson brings a sense of reassurance amid uncertainty. While headlines often focus on star players and high-profile acquisitions, the behind-the-scenes moves like this one are equally critical to sustaining competitive performance. Wilson's ability to step into a game with minimal disruption reflects the value of continuity in professional football, where familiarity with playbooks, coaching expectations, and team culture can dictate the difference between success and failure. Additionally, his prior contributions in short yardage situations and red zone scenarios illustrate that even role players can have meaningful impacts in crucial moments. The Dolphins' decision to prioritize someone like Wilson underscores a commitment to smart roster management, emphasizing that readiness, experience, and versatility are just as essential as raw talent. Fans should recognize that these strategic moves are often the foundation of a consistent and resilient team. Looking ahead to Week 1, Jeff Wilson's potential activation takes on increased significance given Jalen Wright's confirmed absence. If the Dolphins face additional setbacks, such as an unexpected extension of Achane's calf issue, Wilson's role could expand rapidly, potentially becoming a key contributor early in the season. His preparation, understanding of the offensive system, and prior game experience make him uniquely qualified to step into meaningful snaps without hesitation. Coaches can rely on his consistency and professionalism to stabilize the backfield, while rookies and less experienced players acclimate to NFL speed and intensity. This scenario illustrates the often overlooked importance of practice squad players in shaping early season outcomes. Wilson's presence is not simply about coverage, but about ensuring that the Dolphins can execute their game plan effectively, maintain offensive rhythm, and compete at a high level even when initial injuries threaten to disrupt the team's momentum heading into critical opening matchups. In summary, the Miami Dolphins' addition of Jeff Wilson to their practice squad is a strategic move that balances depth, experience, and system familiarity, ensuring the team is prepared for early season challenges. His prior experience with McDaniel, knowledge of the offensive system, and proven ability to contribute in multiple roles make him an ideal candidate to step in if injuries continue to affect the backfield. Beyond statistics, Wilson brings professionalism, leadership, and stability to a running back room navigating uncertainty, serving as both a mentor to younger players and a reliable performer when called upon. Miami's approach reflects thoughtful roster management, emphasizing readiness and versatility over headline-grabbing signings. As Week 1 approaches, Wilson's presence signals that the Dolphins are committed to maintaining competitive balance, ensuring the offense remains effective, and safeguarding the team's prospects amid early season challenges, proving the value of strategic depth in the NFL. Still with us? Then show some love. Hit that like button and let us know in the comments. What's your take on the Fins this week? The NFL landscape is buzzing with whispers and wild speculation as the Miami Dolphins appear to be quietly assembling what could be described as the most feared offensive unit in recent memory. Sources close to the team hint at a deliberate and meticulous strategy, one that combines speed, precision, and raw power in ways that could leave defensive coordinators across the league scrambling for answers. The Dolphins' front office seems to have embraced a philosophy of aggressive acquisition, targeting both proven veterans and emerging stars with a vision that is not only ambitious but terrifying for any opponent daring to step onto their turf. Rumors swirl that the locker room chemistry is already electric, fueled by a combination of seasoned leadership and youthful exuberance. Analysts are beginning to speculate that this isn't just a team looking to compete. It's a team designed to dominate, to force the narrative of the season to revolve entirely around them, and to redefine what it means to strike fear in the hearts of defenses throughout the league. Adding fuel to this growing inferno of speculation is the recent signing of quarterback Jordan Love. Insiders suggest that Love's arrival is not a mere backup move, but a strategic masterstroke aimed at redefining the Dolphins' offensive identity. Sources intimate that Love brings a unique combination of arm strength, mobility, and improvisational creativity that aligns perfectly with the Dolphins' evolving offensive scheme. Rumors in league circles suggest that the coaching staff envisions Love not merely as a player, but as a pivotal piece in a broader tactical puzzle, a weapon capable of executing complex plays under immense pressure. Word on the street is that Love's work ethic and adaptability have already impressed veteran teammates, who see in him a player capable of elevating the squad to an entirely new level. This is not just speculation. It's the kind of calculated move that could have ripple effects on draft strategies, defensive schematics, and even the morale of opponents, who might now be forced to prepare for a quarterback whose potential remains largely untapped, yet undeniably formidable. Meanwhile, the Dolphins' receiving core is reportedly being fortified with a mix of speedsters and reliable hands, creating an aerial threat that could overwhelm even the most disciplined defensive lines. Rumors indicate that the coaching staff has been meticulously evaluating targets for vertical threats, slot precision, and yards after catch capability, aiming for a balance that maximizes explosive plays while maintaining strategic consistency. Insiders hint that this offensive evolution is not just about individual talent, but about creating a synergy that magnifies each player's effectiveness, turning every drive into a calculated challenge for opposing defenses. The chatter among rival teams suggests unease. Defensive coordinators are reportedly redrafting entire schemes in anticipation of facing this rumored powerhouse. Word is that practices have been unusually intense, with emphasis on timing, route adjustments, and pre-snap reads, all designed to ensure that the Dolphins' offensive unit can strike with surgical precision at any given moment, creating the kind of unpredictability that keeps fans on edge and opponents awake at night, second-guessing every coverage adjustment. The Dolphins' offensive line, according to whispers in NFL circles, is also a subject of fascination, with rumors suggesting a blend of brute strength and agile footwork capable of both pass protection and run blocking with fluidity rarely seen in the league. Sources claim that the team's strategy involves not just protecting their quarterback, but systematically dismantling defensive formations, allowing skilled players to exploit gaps with unprecedented efficiency. Insiders have hinted that this line is being coached with a near-obsessive focus on technique, communication, and anticipation, fostering a unit capable of adjusting to blitzes and stunts with near-telepathic precision. The rumor mill even speculates that this offensive line could redefine league standards for cohesion and adaptability, becoming a benchmark for others to emulate. Analysts whisper that if the line performs as projected, the Dolphins' offensive machinery could operate at a tempo and efficiency that forces defenses to make impossible choices, essentially dictating the pace of every game and keeping rivals perpetually on the back foot. In addition, whispers surrounding the Dolphins' running back situation indicate that the team may have secured multiple dynamic options capable of stretching defenses horizontally and vertically. Rumors suggest these running backs possess a rare combination of speed, vision, and power, enabling them to exploit both open lanes and congested traffic with equal effectiveness. Sources intimate that the offensive philosophy emphasizes versatility, allowing these backs to seamlessly transition between rushing, receiving, and blocking responsibilities. The league grapevine hints that the coaching staff's integration of these athletes is highly strategic, focusing on mismatches that could punish defenses from multiple angles simultaneously. Speculation suggests that rival teams are particularly concerned about the unpredictability this backfield could create, forcing linebackers and safeties to choose between covering multiple threats or risking catastrophic gaps. Word from insiders indicates that practices have been intensely focused on timing and chemistry between the running backs, receivers, and quarterback, suggesting that the Dolphins are building a fluid, almost organic offensive ecosystem designed to overwhelm opponents physically, mentally, and strategically. Adding even more intrigue, the Dolphins' offensive coordinator is rumored to have crafted schemes specifically to maximize the talents of Jordan Love and the surrounding cast. Sources suggest that these designs are unorthodox yet deceptively simple, relying on misdirection, spacing, and pace rather than sheer complexity, creating an illusion of chaos that masks meticulous planning. Rumors indicate that film sessions reveal layers of nuance, with plays designed to exploit tendencies that most defenses are slow to recognize. Analysts whisper that this approach could allow Miami to dictate the tempo of games, turning defensive strength into weakness while forcing opponents into uncomfortable reactive positions. There is speculation that if these strategies function as intended, the Dolphins could generate scoring bursts in quick succession, shifting momentum so rapidly that rival coaches may struggle to respond effectively. Observers suggest that this coordination between personnel and scheming could position Miami not just as contenders, but as an offensive nightmare, potentially setting new benchmarks for efficiency and adaptability in the league, leaving a wake of bewildered defenses. Furthermore, rumors hint that the Dolphins' practice environment has become a crucible of competition, with veteran stars and newcomers alike engaged in intense drills designed to push limits and foster trust under pressure. Sources intimate that the intensity of these sessions is unusual for the league, with coaches reportedly emphasizing situational awareness, split-second decision-making, and resilience. Insiders suggest that this environment has a dual purpose, preparing the team for high-stakes moments while simultaneously creating internal competition that drives players to elevate performance continuously. Word on the street is that Jordan Love has thrived in this atmosphere, reportedly demonstrating poise, adaptability, and leadership qualities that are generating excitement behind closed doors. Rumors circulate that this culture of rigor could be a key factor in translating raw talent into consistent execution, potentially giving the Dolphins an edge in critical late-game scenarios. The buzz implies that this relentless preparation might be exactly what allows the rumored offensive juggernaut to function at peak levels throughout a grueling NFL season. Meanwhile, league insiders continue to speculate about the psychological impact of Miami's rumored offensive upgrades on their opponents. Whispered reports suggest that rival teams are adjusting strategies preemptively, sometimes altering defensive lineups and coverage schemes based solely on the fear of facing this emerging powerhouse. Analysts hint that the mere anticipation of facing a high-octane offense featuring Jordan Love, versatile running backs, and a dynamic receiving core could induce mental fatigue, potentially leading to mistakes even before the game begins. Rumors suggest that coaches are particularly concerned about Miami's ability to exploit mismatches, execute quick tempo plays, and rotate personnel to create constant uncertainty. Observers whisper that if these fears manifest in real games, the Dolphins could consistently gain early advantages, dictating momentum and controlling not just the scoreboard but the narrative of matchups. The speculation alone is creating an aura around Miami, suggesting they are not merely building a team, but a psychological offensive weapon capable of undermining confidence before the first snap. Speculation also surrounds the potential for breakout performances among Miami's skill players, with rumors suggesting that several previously under-the-radar talents are positioned to become household names. Sources intimate that this offensive blueprint allows for multiple players to shine simultaneously, creating layers of threat that force defenses to spread resources thin. Analysts whisper that such an approach could redefine individual roles, blending responsibilities between receiving, rushing, and pass protection in ways rarely seen. The rumor mill indicates that if executed flawlessly, these strategies could result in explosive, highlight reel plays week after week, elevating the team's visibility and marketability in tandem with on-field dominance. Word from insiders is that even seasoned defenders are reportedly bracing for this potential shift, acknowledging that Miami's combination of preparation, talent, and tactical innovation may render traditional defensive tactics ineffective. Fans and pundits alike are buzzing with anticipation, wondering if the Dolphins' offensive machinery is about to set a new standard for fearsome, multifaceted attacks. Finally, the overarching narrative emerging from league whispers is that the Dolphins are not merely assembling talent. They are constructing an identity. Rumors suggest that this identity is rooted in fearlessness, innovation, and relentless execution, combining the physical tools of elite athletes with the cerebral strategies of top-tier coaches. Sources intimate that every signing, every play design, and every practice drill has been meticulously orchestrated to create a cohesive, dominant unit capable of reshaping expectations across the league. Analysts whisper that if these rumors bear out on the field, the Dolphins could define the conversation for seasons to come, forcing opponents to play reactively rather than proactively. The addition of Jordan Love, in particular, is rumored to symbolize this new era, representing both potential and versatility in one package. Fans are already buzzing. The media is speculating wildly, and league insiders can't help but wonder if Miami has quietly built what might become the NFL's most feared and talked about offensive juggernaut, the kind of squad that opponents dread facing while everyone else tunes in awe. The Miami Dolphins offense, according to the rumor mill, may very well be on the cusp of something transformative, blending innovation, talent, and strategic foresight in a way that could shift the power balance in the NFL. Sources intimate that this approach is about more than wins. It's about asserting dominance, creating narrative control, and redefining offensive expectations across the league. Analysts whisper that with Jordan Love orchestrating plays alongside a cadre of dynamic skill players and a formidable offensive line, the Dolphins have the potential to execute at a level where defenses are constantly reacting rather than anticipating. Rumors hint that even subtle adjustments in tempo, formation, or personnel could exploit weaknesses that rival teams barely knew existed. Word is that this level of preparation, combined with raw athletic talent, could result in scoring outputs, explosive plays, and momentum shifts that redefine what it means to be fearsome in modern football. League insiders suggest that Miami may not just be contending. They may be rewriting the offensive playbook entirely, leaving rivals scrambling while fans watch in awe and analysts scramble for new superlatives to describe what is unfolding in Miami's sunny yet stormy offensive laboratory. That's a wrap for today's dive. If you're loving the content, share it with a fellow Dolphins fan, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a splash. Fins up.